Kickoff time, Nick Ellis has it. He will boot it from left to right, and we are underway in the D1 state championship game. The return will start from the 3-yard line. Connor Hennessy up across the 25, the 30, all the way up to the 35-yard line before he's brought down. And that's where the Wildcats will start the offense. 1st and 10, some 7 seconds into this game.
Yeah, touchdown saving tackle there from Nick Ellis, the kicker. The return of 32 yards. Good field position to start for St. Ignatius.
St. Ignatius coming out now in their blue and gold. They are an independent, playing that statewide schedule. One wide out to the bottom of the set. That is Connor Hennessy, and 2 to the top. From the gun now in his first down play for Eric Williams with 1 back to his right. Looks to his right on the odd pattern. The pass is complete across the 40 to the 42-yard line. He guns it out to Jake Mooney. Mooney makes the catch for catch number 50 on the season for Jake.
That's a nice little out route. A safe pass to start the game, get Eric Williams in a rhythm. It's exactly what they drew up.
St. Ignatius is a Jesuit high school, and the defensive line for Pickerington Central just kicked the ball as he tried to go back to the line of scrimmage, booted it about 5 yards downfield. A corner kick now for St. Ignatius. It'll be 2nd down and 3 from the 42 from the far hash, again from the pistol set, 1 back in the backfield to the left of Eric Williams. Goes back to throw, looks on the out pattern. Again, it's complete. Same guy, same result, out to the 49-yard line as Mooney now has 2 catches on 2 plays, and they've moved it all the way out to midfield.
Yeah, Jake Mooney getting involved early. I think that might be a sign of things to come here for the St. Ignatius offense.
Adam Clopton on the hit, the strong safety. 1st and 10 now for the Wildcats from the 50-yard line. To the top of the set now goes Tim McCoy. 2 wide to the bottom. This time, Williams under center with McVeigh as the lone back. Is it time to run the ball? Before they can do the toss sweep, we have a whistle. And I think we're going to have something from our referee who opens his mic.
Head ball start, on the offense, 5-yard penalty.
Looked like we had a flinch there on the left side of the line.
So Paul Winglewich lets us know that 35 seconds into this contest, we have our first penalty. Now, we should mention, too, in the 2 state championships we have done so far, they were pretty much error-free. 1 game, Division III went a quarter and a half until we saw a flag. We only saw 2 penalties in the D6 first half. So we'll see what happens in this one. Mark it back to the 45, 1st and 15. This time the backs are from an eye with Fatina as the lead back. He's got it, tries to turn the corner across the 45. He's got room midfield all the way down to the 45, sidesteps 1 tackler and down to the 41-yard line before he's brought down on the play, helping to make the hit. 2 different guys coming up from the secondary, Sebastian Smith among them for the Tigers.
I'll tell you what, the right side of that line, Mike Cray and Jim Byrne blowing people off the line, creating the hole for Tim McVeigh there. And he's showing his speed. I mean, he's not a real big guy, 5'9", 178, but nice pickup of 14 yards there.
Yeah. 2nd and 1 from the 41 in Tiger territory. 125 into this one. McVeigh again, the workhorse, tries to take it to the left side, and it's not going to happen. The Tigers stone him right back at the 43-yard line. Brought down right there. 3 Tigers waiting to make the hit. Among them, the inside linebacker, Greg Basalega.
Yeah, great defensive play there. Blitzing the gap, hitting it hard. The linebackers are playing tough right now. Even lost a couple yards on that run.
3rd down and a long 3 from the Pick Central 43-yard line. McCoy is wide to the top, 1 wide out to the bottom. Tight end to the top of the set. The backs from an eye on this 3rd down play for Williams and company. Back to throw, the quick pop, and the pass incomplete. There was contact. No flag on the play. And coverage along the far side by Jordan Gaines.
Yeah, that was a pretty tight coverage on that. There was some contact in that backfield. I think Jordan Gaines might have got away with one here, but it's early, and I think the referees want to see these guys play it.
I would concur with your thoughts as the pass is incomplete to Tim McCoy. Now, interesting scenario here. 4th down and 3 from the 43-yard line. Let's see what they opt to do. They show a punt formation. We'll see if they actually have James Sheehan punt it. He's got the ball, and he will get it off. A high booming kick, and the return will start from the 10-yard line across the 15 to the 20.
He's got some room.
Across the 25 to the 30, all the way up to the 33-yard line. Billy Eakins on the return, but we have a flag down on the field with 9:44 left to go here, and the flag resting back at the 15-yard line. Many times when you see that flag, it's against the offense for some kind of a blocking violation, and we'll see what happens here with just over 2 minutes played in this D1 state championship.
You know, you're looking at some sort of block in the back or holding on the return team.
And here's the call from down on the field.
Block in the back. Number 17. First down.
So a block in the back will make it half the distance to the goal for the Tigers. So in their first possession, they will start deep in their own territory with the offensive line up front of Nick Wilson, Zach Gorman, Nick Walter, Ryan Schmelzer, and Jacoby Bourne. The tight end is Zach Beaver. Quarterback is Nick Jensen-Clegg. Running back is Billy Eakins. The wide receivers Jake Raymond, Andrew Meyer, and Roger Lewis. 1st and 10 from the 7-yard line. 9:44 left to go. A wing to either side, one back in the backfield. They nearly get motion up front. Toss far side it goes, and out across the 7 to the 8-yard line, and a short gain on the play, and that's about it for Billy Eakins.
Kevin Kavalak shooting the gap there, tripping up Billy Eakins, knocking him for a short gain.
Kavalak, another guy that's first team All-Ohio. I mean, you go down the St. Ignatius starting lineup, and there's about 5 guys, either first or second team. And Kevin, a strong defensive end, 6'3", and he's coming back. He is just a junior. A gain of 1 on the play. 2nd down and 9 from the 8-yard line. 1 wide to the bottom, a wing to either side again, one back in the backfield. On the delay again, they hand it off. They get it up to the 8, maybe the 9-yard line. Is Devon Pennick on the carry that time, and a short gain. It'll be 3rd and long now for the Tigers.
You know, Ignatius is one of those teams that they rarely ever are in a rebuilding year. They're more the reloading team, just bringing the guys up that they've had in the program for a while. They fill in, they fit in. Amazing.
I would call that redomination, I guess.
Redomination.
Rustin Corey, another guy that was honored. 2nd team All-Ohio, makes the hit. So it's 3rd down and just about 8 from the 9-yard line with 8:35 left to go. This time they go with 3 wide to the bottom. Quarterback rolls that way. Jensen-Clegg, and he's going to throw it out of bounds. Nick didn't see anything that he liked there, and Jensen-Clegg just went ahead and tossed it out of bounds into the St. Ignatius bench. And with that, it'll be a punting situation. And from his own end zone, Nick Ellis will have to boot the ball. He's averaging 33.5 yards every time he kicks it.
You know, I'm not sure the 2 receivers for Pickerington didn't get confused. They were running the same out route on the same level, Andrew Meyer and Roger Lewis.
So Ellis to get the snap about 5 yards deep in the end zone. Has it. Gets it off from 3 yards deep. A high punt. Not that deep. And now it's going to hit around the 45-yard line in the arms of the lone man back there to make the catch. And does not call for the fair catch. And just like that, they're going to have the ball at the 45-yard line. Is making that catch there. There's Brian Fisher. And Eakins makes the hit. A timeout on the field with 8:18 left to go. And let's pause now for these messages from the Ohio High School Athletic Association. You're listening to the OHSAA Radio Network, and we're going to wait for a second. Now the officials finally get the cue that it's time for a timeout. And we'll tell you again that you're listening to the OHSAA Radio Network, brought to you by Chocolate Milk.
There's nothing like a crowd screaming and the band playing, an entire community showing its support. Hi, I'm Chris Spielman. I had a lot of thrills playing football in college and in the pros, but there was just as much excitement playing in high school. Sometimes there are heroes and sometimes there's heartache, but high school football creates memories that will last a lifetime. So please show your support for high school sports, where the lessons learned help build the leaders of tomorrow.
This message presented by the Ohio High School Athletic Association.
You're listening to the State Football Championships on the Ohio High School Athletic Association Radio Network.
Tonight's game is brought to you by Chocolate Milk. Refuel with Chocolate Milk. Farmers Insurance, because ready feels good. East Bay, the athletic sports source. Sports Time Ohio, fans for life. Marathon Oil, fueling the American spirit. Time Warner Cable, the power of you. And by AJ's favorite, Taco Bell. Think outside the bun. After this contest, Chocolate Milk and Taco Bell, courtesy of AJ Trapasso. Early on, your thoughts about this contest?
I'll tell you what, we made mention off air. Ignatius is ready to play tonight. They came out strong on their defense. They got a little bit of a rhythm going on offense, but stymied there on 3rd down. We'll see how they carry it into their 2nd drive of the game.
Mooney top, McCoy bottom, back from an eye on this 1st down play from the Tiger 45. Williams play action, straight back to throw, looks, guns downfield, has a man, and makes the catch in stride and takes it in for the touchdown. Tim McCoy, the flanker, makes the catch for touchdown number 6, and they make it look easy from 45 yards out with 8:11 left to go. St. Ignatius up 6-0.
Well, there you go, Randy. One play, touchdown to Tim McCoy. He's been their playmaker. Not a lot of catches on the year, but that'll be his long of the season of 45 yards and his 6th touchdown of the year.
And he had a touchdown catch against Whitmer last week. Tim Schenk First team All-Ohio as a kicker. The snap and the kick, it is up, and it is good with 8:11 left to go. It's now 7-0 in this contest. Just like that, St. Ignatius can strike on one play, and that is the thing they've been able to do more so in the end of the regular season, AJ, and in the postseason, is find that big play. And it's a toss-up between McCoy and Hennessy as flankers on that side. But then also on the other side, you've got Jake Mooney as a split-in, who's special mention on Ohio, and also their tight end, Blake Thomas, who's going to Ohio State.
Yeah, pick your poison. I mean, Mooney's already got 2 receptions. That's Tim McCoy's first of the game. They've got weapons all over the field, and it's going to be important for Pickerington to not get too concerned with the blitz, because that'll happen right there. They can beat you deep.
Caleb Norick, our statistician, loves these kind of drives. This is a James Bond drive. The length of time, 007. 7 seconds, one play, 45 yards. The touchdown pass goes to Tim McCoy, and with that, it's now 7-0. Hey, watch selected OHSAA games again with Time Warner Cable Local On Demand. Local On Demand is free with Time Warner Digital Cable. Time Warner Cable, the power of you. All right, if you're Pickerington Central right now, you just take a deep breath and know that it's early in this game. Plenty of time left, and try to regroup and see what you can do offensively. On your first series, you're backed up to your own goal line.
Oh, yeah, they've played from behind before.
Schenk with the honors. He's got a leg. Will he get it to the end zone? Nah, we'll see. Just to the goal line. So the return is made across the 10, the 15, the 20, the 25, out to the 30-yard line, all the way to the 35. Nicely done by Billy Eakins. And the Tigers with much better field position on this, their second possession, with 8:04 left to go on that 34-yard return.
You got to give Billy a lot of credit there. He stood on the goal line, made sure his feet didn't touch the goal line, kept that ball from going in the end zone, and got a great return.
Yeah, once that kick in high school football goes into the end zone, it is an automatic touchback, and it comes out to the 20-yard line. Although 3 years ago I did a game, and there were soccer lines on the field, and the officials did not know that, and we actually had a 104-yard kickoff return. 8:04 left to go. From the gun, Jensen Clegg rolls to his right, buying some time, looking, gunning downfield, has a man on the out pattern. The pass is incomplete at the 45-yard line, looking for Andrew Meyer. A long, strong throw that time from Nick Jensen Clegg, but the pass is dropped at the 45.
You know, on that particular play there, the offensive line gave Nick Jensen Clegg a lot of time. Just the receivers got to work hard to get open. But these are skilled DBs that St. Ignatius has.
Nick Jensen Clegg, 2-year starter, rotated in last year with Grant Hammond, and now pole vaults over in Oxford at Miami. They really think the tough opponents at the beginning of the season, the likes of Moeller and St. X, helped to mature him rapidly as a starting QB. Second down and 10 from the 35. 7:57 left to go. Toss sweep near side it goes. Penning across 35. Lost the ball. It's bouncing free, and it's scooped up by St. Ignatius all the way inside the 25-yard line. They come up with it, and they'll get the turnover and a short field to traverse now with 7:48 left to go.
Yeah, the carry went to Devon Pennick there, and it looked from up here like it was a fumble. A lot of the Pickerington players are either pointing and are hoping more or less that it was a down ball, but the referees are giving the ball to St. Ignatius.
Andrew North scoops it up and returns it 14 yards after the fumble. There's a strip right there by number 27. And there's Mike Svatina, Mr. All-Everything when it comes to defense. For St. Ignatius, they've got it back now at the 22-yard line. First and 10, up 7-0, 7:48 left to go first quarter. Backs from an eye, wide out to either side. Vay's got it, trying to turn the quarter right side, and they string it out defensively to the Tigers, and he's brought down right at the 21-yard line. Not much there. So the hit is made on the play by Billy Eakins.
Yeah, great defensive play, making him run an east to west. That's never where you want to be as a running back, going sideline to sideline.
Tim McVeigh impressed me last week the way he ate up the clock late against Whitmer. I mean, he did a tremendous job just milking that clock and shortening that game as they got the victory over Toledo Whitmer by a count of 17-6. Second down and 9, a gain of 1. They go with a couple wide at the top. Look at the line splits on the right side. Also wide out to the bottom of the set. From the gun, going back is Williams. Guns it on the slant. The pass, is it picked off? Ooh. No, it's incomplete at the 6-yard line.
Marcus Milton almost coming up with a pick there.
Intended for Tim McCoy. So now it'll be third down and 9, 7:06 left to go here in quarter number 1.
You know, with the kicker that St. Ignatius has, they're already within his range. But I know that they don't want to settle for field goals all night.
I think when Tim Schenk got off the bus, he was within range.
Kid's got a heck of a leg.
Right now you're looking at about a 38-yard attempt if it would come to that, but they're thinking of more than that. They go with 2 wide at the top. The widest to the set now is Connor Hennessy. 1 wide to the bottom now in McCoy. Tigers showing blitz. Are they coming from the outside? Yes, they are. Quickly, and they dump out in the flat. Goes to McVeigh. Gets to the 20. Gets away to the 15. All the way down to the 14-yard line before he's brought down on the play by Marcus Milton. He was hit back to the 21-yard line, but was able to keep it alive and get it down to the 14 with 6:50 left to go here in the quarter.
Looks like they might be a yard or two short here. It's interesting to see what St. Ignatius will do.
I think early on, wouldn't you, AJ, go for the points?
Yeah, I think that's exactly what they're going to do. They're going to try and kick it and get the points on the board.
Schenk comes on, 18 of 29 on field goals, so long of 55. As AJ mentioned, the longest was 55 against Detroit Cody Prep in week number 1 of the season. This will be 31 yards. The snap, the kick, plenty of leg, and the kick is up, and the kick is good. With 6:19 left to go, it's now St. Ignatius up by a count of 10-0. Although the scoreboard is generous, they gave him a touchdown. It's now 10-0. They lead the Tigers here, and we'll pause now for these messages from the Ohio High School Athletic Association. You're listening to the OHSAA Radio Network, brought to you by Chocolate Milk.
This isn't Madison Square Garden. These drills probably won't make anyone a #1 draft pick. But these players are practicing for something important. While they work on their jump shots, they're also learning teamwork, discipline, self-confidence, how to deal with wins and losses. Skills that will make them winners long after they leave the court. Support high school activities in your community, because when kids take part, they get set for life.
You're listening to the State Football Championships on the Ohio High School Athletic Association Radio Network.
Fans, fuel up with chocolate milk. It's a delicious way to put something good in your body. Nutrient-rich chocolate milk is packed with carbs for energy, protein for muscle growth, electrolytes to rehydrate, and vitamins and minerals to build strong bones. And enjoying low-fat chocolate milk is an easy way to help you get the 3 servings of dairy you need every day. Find us on Facebook at Fuel Up with Chocolate Milk, the official beverage of A.J. Trapasso. That 31-yard field goal ends a 4-play, 8-yard drive. Took 94 seconds off the clock, and now just like that, 10-0. On top will be the squad from St. Ignatius. All right, if you're Jay Sheridan Company, what do you tell your team as you get ready to receive this kickoff?
All right, you've already had a mistake now with the turnover, putting the ball on the turf, and you held them to just a field goal, which as a defense you can hang your hat on that because you gave them such good field position to begin with. But let's get out here. Let's hold on to the ball. Let's put something together offensively and go from there. It's one step at a time for Pickerington right now.
Eakins back deep. Schenk has it teed up at the 40-yard line. Have not even played half the first quarter, and St. Ignatius up 10-0 in this D1 state championship game from Fawcett Stadium here in Canton. And there's the kick. From right to left we go, and wave goodbye to that one. That's going to the back of the end zone on the fly for a touchback. We'll bring it out to the 20-yard line.
You know, colleges are going to be looking at that as a weapon.
What do you think about what they're doing in the NFL, moving the kickoff further back, and now we get some returns that start about 6 or 7 yards deep, and the guys are bringing the ball out as well?
You know, it's exciting to watch guys bring it out from 8, 9 yards deep in the end zone. Is it the smartest play? Not really, but they're only letting them have a 5-yard run up to the ball, so they're not hitting full speed till about half field anyways. I like it.
1st and 10 from the 20. One back in the backfield. A wing to the top of the set now for Jensen Clegg and company. Straight back to throw. Play action. Rolls to his left. Looks. Guns. The pass is incomplete. Looking on the play for Jake Raymond. And quick pause that time by the defender. That is Chad Ernie, who came through. And he had a nice game last week defensively when you look at it. A couple of picks against Whitmer.
Yeah, this defense is fired up early. They're all over the field. The defensive backs, you got to give them a lot of credit. Yeah, the defensive line isn't getting in there and pressuring Jensen Clegg, but they're covered up. The receivers have nowhere to go, and Jensen Clegg has nowhere to go with the ball.
Ernie had a couple of picks last week, and Tom Fanning also had a pick last week for St. Ignatius. Now they're going to spread it out. Look at this, AJ. They go 3 wide to the top, 2 to the bottom. Jensen Clegg alone in the backfield, straight back from the gun. Looks, throws it downfield, has a man open at the 35 to the 40. And a nice play by the Tigers as Sebastian Smith on the field as the wideout makes the catch and has a nice first down out to the 48-yard line with 6:07 left to go here in the quarter, and a gain of 26 yards on the play.
Yeah, I like what they're doing there with that offensive set. They've realized, you know, some of the routes that we're working with a back in the backfield just aren't right. And now they're powering it up.
And a power set this time. They go with 3 backs in the backfield, and we have whistles on the field with 6:06 left to go.
I don't think the chains were set yet, so they're not going to let them run the play.
On the far side, they weren't, so you go back to the same look again. Now they're going to flag it.
Red ball. Delay. On the offense. 5-yard penalty. First down.
I don't understand that call.
I think they tried to start the play before the ball was set for play. So when you do that, that is called a delay of game penalty.
I see.
In essence, you're not. It's the exact opposite. You're speeding up the game, but you're still penalized under the guise or the auspices of delay of game.
They should reroute that or reword that the Oregon penalty.
AJ note, change the penalty. Okay. Dear diary. 1st and 15 back at the 42. And off Eakins has got it on the counter play across the 45 to midfield. Nice gain on first down. He'll pick up the penalty yardage and a couple more and get it out to nearly midfield with 5:45 left to go in the quarter.
You know, it's not even really trickeration by Pickerington. It's just a nice, well-developed counter play that goes back against the grain, picking up some extra yards on that. So now you're looking at a 2nd and long, but got all that penalty yardage back.
And Eakins now in positive yardage. He's got 2 carries for 8 yards in this game, and that gain right there of 7 is long. 2nd down, and we'll call it just about 8 from midfield. 2 to the top, 2 to the bottom, 1 back in the backfield. Eakins going to get the handoff and get only to the 49-yard line. Stood up right there. Great penetration by the Wildcats. I'll tell you what, Zach Ryan got there early. And, you know, he teams up very well. He's a linebacker with his cousin, Michael, who plays up front at defensive end.
Yeah, the boys up front for St. Ignatius right now causing all sorts of problems on that little delay play that they were trying to run. Running up the middle is going to be difficult for both sides tonight.
3rd down and 8 for the Tigers from midfield. The best field position they've had so far in this contest. St. Ignatius leading early 10-0 here in the D1 state championship game from Fawcett Stadium in Canton. 2 to the top, 3 to the bottom. Jensen Clegg straight back to throw. Looks, pressures on, rolls to his right, trying to avoid that pressure and throws it downfield. He was throwing it away, although number 3, Andrew Meyer, was going to try to contest the ball, but it was about 5 yards out of bounds, so it'll set up a 4th down and a punting situation for the Tigers with 4:28 left to go in the quarter.
The backside offensive line has got to give Jensen Clegg a little bit more time to look downfield and set up his receivers.
Yeah, they were pinching from both sides, but mostly from the left side. They had 3 guys from the left that came through almost uncontested. So punting situation now for Nick Ellis, standing back at his own 36-yard line. Connor Hennessy standing back at the 15 gets that one off. And the fair catch called for and made by Hennessy at the 23-yard line. So St. I will have it back with 4:21 left to go and up 10-0 in this one. Taco Bell is a proud partner of the OHSAA. Here we go. A little dramatic recreation. AJ, you're out.
I'm out.
You're hungry.
Oh, yeah.
All right. You're doing which meal? It's not the first. It's not the second. It's not the third. It would be the
4th meal.
All right. A math major. Taco Bell, think outside the book. And we talked about this. You've done 5th and 6th meal before, have you not?
And 8th and 9th before as well.
And it could happen again today. Chocolate milk and Taco Bell after the game. 3 wide to the bottom, 1 to the top. Williams straight back to throw. Flags fly. Guns it across the middle. And the pass is complete. I think he was looking for Mooney on the play, but Mooney is writhing in pain right now at the 25-yard line. So we'll have to see what that's all about. And another player at the 32-yard line for St. Ignatius. Perhaps they collided. They've got 2 guys down, and the flag also at the 24-yard line. And here's the call.
Insult to injury.
So illegal formation. I would say there's 6 men on the line of scrimmage. Hennessy is also down on the field right now. So right there you got 2 wideouts. And the Tigers decline the penalty.
I believe it's Tim McCoy up just at the 32-yard line. And it looked like, you know, it's hard to tell. Maybe a hamstring or an ankle maybe. But, well, it's number 9. It didn't look like there was a ton of contact. Maybe just the way he came down.
No, it's Hennessy and Mooney that are down right
Mooney,
now.
Yeah.
And they're both being attended to, respectively, at the 24 and the 31-yard line with 4:17 left to go. This is the 6th and final state championship game. And I can tell you already in Division 5, Kirtland a winner over Coldwater, 28-13. In Division 3, a game we did yesterday, Cardinal Mooney got by Shawnee, 21-14. D2, Trotwood Madison over Avon, 42-28. Then today in the first game in Division 6, Marion Local outscoring Buckeye Central by a count of 61-21. And then earlier today, Todd Bell and Justin Zwick with the outstanding call of Norwayne getting by Canton 48-42. Maddie Mock held to 421 yards passing and 5 touchdowns.
When you say held to, that's that's an impressive statement. But both players from Iggy got up and walked off. It looked like Hennessy might have a little bit of a sprained knee or something, but both of them off on their own power.
Well, Adam Wallace, the quarterback from Norway, in passing 15 of 24, 282 yards, 4 touchdowns, and also had 30 carries in that contest, too, for 140 yards and 3 scores. One wide to either side, tight end of the top, match from an eye on the 2nd down and 10 play. Williams straight back to throw, rolls to his right, sees an opening, rolls to the 20-yard line, stops, thinks about it. Now he'll run to the 22-yard line and get waylaid along the far side of the field. Thought about the pass downfield, took a step back, and then got contact as he got knocked out of bounds right at the 22.
Yeah, great pursuit defense. Team tackling is one of the biggest things that Coach Jeff Lamonaco teaches his defense. And they've showed it on that, had the receivers covered up down deep.
Nick Restifo is the offensive coordinator for St. Ignatius. I went down the staff for St. Ignatius. 8 of those guys are St. Ignatius graduates. 3rd down and 11. Big play for both squads. Pick Central needs a hold right here. Williams, the pop across the middle. The pass is complete across the 30 up to the 34-yard line. Nice catch by Blake Thomas, the tight end. You lose a couple of wideouts for a play or two. You go to your tight end, who's going to Ohio State, and he gets enough for the 1st down.
Yeah, it's a big-time play, picking up 13 yards in the 1st down. It's a killer for the Pickerington defense right there.
Blake Thomas, 6'4" senior, 19 catches, 211 yards, 11-yard average, and 5 touchdowns coming into this game. Got the same set, the tight end Thomas to the top now. The backs from the eye. It's McVay time. And he bounces off 2 tacklers, 3 tacklers, worked his way outside to the 35 to the 40, out to the 41-yard line. If there was a human pinball, I would say it was Tim McVay with the way he bounced off of 3 tacklers and picked up about 6.
Yeah, what a job he does. Tim McVay bouncing off, keeping his center of balance, keeping his legs churning. He's able to get outside and pick up 6 yards.
And we'll see a duplicate number checking in because of the injuries now. Mike Stragusa will check in as a wideout. There are 20 duplicate numbers for St. Ignatius. In fact, they have 3 number 32s. Williams on the out pattern, the pass incomplete for Mooney, who's back in there at the 49-yard line. Very tight coverage for the Tigers along the far side of the field by Jordan Gaines.
Yeah, it looked like he timed that up really well. Got there as the ball was getting there.
Sets up a 3rd down and 4 with 3:37 left to go. On a night like this, AJ, do you wish you were still out there on the field?
Oh, I said this the other night. I said this last night. I'd give anything to be out there playing again. But I'm a little bit jealous of these guys on the field tonight.
3rd down and 4. Backs from an eye. A wide out to either side. We may have had violation of the neutral zone and encroachment on the defense as they try to guess the snap count. We'll go down to the field and get the call now.
And already that's the 3rd penalty on Pickerington, and in a crucial moment there, 3rd and 4. Can't afford to give those free 1st downs.
Yeah, Merry Christmas there. You pick up the 1st down. And St. Ignatius now, for the next play, could go over 100 yards in total offense. Just 44 Pickerington Central with 3:37 left to go. 1st and 10 from just past the 45. From the gun, straight back to throw. Williams, he got hammered as he threw that, and the pass nearly picked off at the 26-yard line. Boy, aggressive play in the secondary by Pickerington Central. The pass falls incomplete. I want to see how Williams is after that contact back at the 34-yard line.
Eric Williams took a shot by 2 guys from the Tigers there, and Sebastian Smith coming across and making an acrobatic play. It was either him, I think it was Sebastian Smith, or Marcus Milton. Great job on defense.
So it'll be 2nd down and 10. Eric Williams got sandwiched. We talk about that high-low hit he got at that time from the left and the right side, but he's up. And this time from the pistol set with 2 to the top, 1 to the bottom, 1 back in the backfield. That's McVay to his right. Goes straight back to throw. Williams looks, pressure on the blitz up the middle. The pass is it caught by Thomas? It is at the 45-yard line. I'll tell you what, Eric Williams with some pinpoint passing early on in this one.
Eric Williams putting it right on Blake Thomas there. You can see the hands on Blake Thomas. Very impressive. I think there's a reason why he's coming to the Ohio State University.
Mark it at the 46-yard line. Not enough for the 1st down, though. It'll be 3rd down and less less than 2 as McCoy goes to the top of the set. They go with 2 wide to the bottom again from the pistol set with McVeigh to the right of Williams. On a 3rd down and 2, 2:58 and ticking first quarter. St. Ignatius up 10-0. Quick out, pass is complete. Mooney got it. Mooney got drilled, lost the football. They're going to rule the pass incomplete.
Ooh. It looked like he may have made a football move after that play. But no replay, as we've already talked about in high school ball. But a good, sound tackle. It'll be 4th and short.
So, allegedly, it would be a punting situation for James Sheehan. Do you like replay in pro football and college football?
Yeah, I do. Some of the calls are so tight and the game happens so fast. Just in order to get it right.
We have a flag thrown in the secondary back of the 17-yard line. I think we could have a substitution infraction. 12 on the field, perhaps, for Pick Central. And that's going to give them another gift first down.
I said this in the pregame, Randy. In order for Pickerington to keep on a level playing field here with St. Ignatius, they can't outcoach themselves. And I think that was a play right there on special teams where maybe Coach Sherritt or one of the special teams coaches wanted somebody in that may or may not already normally be in.
So that will keep the drive alive. 1st and 10 now from the Tiger 41-yard line. 2:51 left to go. St. Ignatius up 10-0 in the D1 state championship game. Backs from an eye again. 1 wide out to either side. Play action. Williams goes back to throw. Looking long downfield. Has a man. The pass a little underthrown. Is it caught? No. They say incomplete. The ball hit the turf at the 16-yard line. It looked like Tim McCoy was the intended receiver. He's still holding the football and saying, look, I've got it. How could it bounce up?
You know, this is one of the plays where replay comes in handy because it happens so fast it's hard to see these trapped balls.
And again, can you get your hands underneath it?
Ooh, that might have been a missed call by the referees.
But it'll be 2nd down and 10 from the 41-yard line with 2:44 left to go in the quarter. 2 wide to the bottom, 1 to the top now. Again from the pistol, McVeigh to the left. Williams wants to throw again. Guns it on the out pattern, diving stab, and a catch is made at the 32-yard line. Boy, the pinpoint passing and the receiving has been outstanding so far in this contest. And again, we see, you know, St. Ignatius showing you the depth they have at wide out because we're going 5 deep now at wide receiver already in this contest. And Mike Siragusa makes the catch. Goose Jr., if you will.
The little Goose showing some amazing hands on the sideline there. Almost picking up the first down.
3rd and 1 from the 32. A duet to the bottom. Look at the wide line splits again on the right side. Williams, the quick pop again on the out. Got his man. And the pass is complete at the 30-yard line to Mooney. Why the quick out patterns and the effective nature of this passing game for St. Ignatius in this first quarter?
You have to respect the ability of these receivers for St. Ignatius. And the cornerbacks are playing off a little bit of a soft coverage. If you play up man and you get beat, these guys can beat you long. And Eric Williams has the accuracy to put the ball right on these receivers.
The next pass completion, they could go over 100 yards passing in the quarter. They only have 18 rushing. Pick Central still with only 40 yards total offense. 1st and 10 from the 30. 2:22 left to go and ticking. It's McVeigh time off the right side. Finds a seam and gallops down to around the 27, maybe the 26-yard line before he's brought down.
Yeah, good hard run there. I mean, this team is just, they're built for this. They're built for these long drives. They're so deep. They've got so many weapons. And Tim McVeigh, I'll tell you what, he's a strong runner. Only a junior as well, so they've got him for another year.
He's a guy that can carry it 30, 35 times in a contest. In fact, we thought that could be the script for this game, and it might yet later in this game. 1:51 left to go, 2nd and 6 from the 26-yard line. Miscommunication on the snap, and I think they fall on it. St. Ignatius will get it back. Could be the center that actually finds the ball at the bottom of the pile.
I couldn't tell.
Actually, it was the left guard, Stephen Franco, I think, that came up with it.
I couldn't tell whose fault that was, but half the line didn't even move on that. Maybe there was a snap count miscommunication on that play.
Whenever there's a mistake like that, it's my fault. Just remember that.
Exactly.
3rd down and 6 from the 26. 1:24 left. Again, 1 to either side. Again, the backs stationed in an eye behind Williams. Again, the quick pop on the out, and that pass bounced in. I don't think it was deflected. I think the pass was just low that time to Blake Thomas.
Well, they're really testing the range of their kicker, Tim Shank. Excuse me.
This would be 40 plus. And St. Ignatius is going to burn a timeout. They'll take their first timeout with 1:14 left to go here in this first quarter. Marathon is proud to be the official fuel service provider of the OHSAA and support high school student athletes across the state of Ohio. Visit marathon.com to plan your next trip. Marathon has over 5,000 locations to serve you. Marathon, fueling the American spirit. Coming up at halftime, we'll pick the marathon drive of the first half in the same scenario for the second half. We'll see what happens. So far, you'd have to give St. Ignatius the upper hand with the drive of the half. They have looked very effective offensively. You know, interesting story about Eric Williams. Here's a guy that transferred from another Jesuit high school in Portland, Oregon. A humble guy, great personality. He blended in well. Was not used to maybe how to read a secondary to the extent that he had to do at St. Ignatius, but did the homework and has really fitted very nicely. And by the way, he doesn't get much downtime. As soon as this is done, he goes right to the basketball season.
Yeah, you got to respect athletes like that. But welcome to Central Ohio football. When you get over here, the guys here play. We've got some serious athletes, and you're going to have to learn how to read those defenses.
43-yard attempt from the middle of the field going right to left. There's a snap. It's a good one. The kick is up, plenty of leg, and the kick is up, and the kick is good. It's now 13-0 Wildcats. And boy, you want to talk about making the most of your opportunities. St. Ignatius has done that early in this game, AJ.
Yeah, this is exactly what Chuck Kyle wanted to do, get out front early and put the heat on the Pickerington Tigers. And I'll tell you what, they've been able to do it. Some mix-ups, some penalties. You know, if Pickerington can stop shooting themselves in the foot on these third downs, they might be able to keep some points off the board and get their offense back out on the field.
Wildcats with 13 points already in this first quarter. In the first, 10-plus minutes. They only had 17 last week in the playoffs, going back to the Boardman game to start in the regional quarters, 29, 20, and 23 respectively. So not a ton of points for St. Ignatius, but they're making a statement early in this one.
Yeah, against a team who doesn't give up any points during this season. They're averaging 9.6 points a game, and already here St. Ignatius has put 13 up in the first quarter.
And we mentioned as well too that when you look at it for Pickerington Central, they had 5 shutouts on the campaign, one of those in the postseason against Hilliard-Davidson. So now 13-zip, and the Tigers to receive. There's Schenk with the kick.
It's going to be returnable
from the 3-yard line, up across the 5 to the 10 to the 15. Right up the gut, Eakins finds a seam and gets it all the way out to the 30-yard line. 27 yards in that return, and 62 ticks left in the first quarter for the Tigers to try to do something offensively.
Here's where they need to settle in, get everybody on the same page, relax, take a big deep breath. There's plenty of time left in this game, and just do your thing. They've been effective all season.
We'll see what they can do in this contest too. That scoring drive was 15 plays, 41 yards, 3:12 off the clock, and helped out by a couple of penalties by the Tigers as well to get that field goal from Schenk from 43 yards. Jensen Clegg goes back, dumps it in the flat. Pass is complete across the 30-yard line up to the 33 and to the 34-yard line goes Brent Walton, the 5'10", 180-pound junior. Known for his pass blocking abilities, but making a nice catch that time. And we've got a player slow to get up now.
Is that Jacoby?
That is Jacoby Bourne holding his, what looks like his left arm perhaps.
Yeah, that would be a huge loss for the Tigers.
And he is going to try to still get back to the line of scrimmage.
He's going to gut it out.
2nd and 5 from the 35, 29 seconds left in the quarter. Jensen Clegg rolls to his right, looks, has a man open, dumps the ball. The pass is caught on the play by Raymond, gets out to the 45-yard line. And watching Bourne one more time as he still continues to bend over. He holds his helmet and reaches down, takes a deep breath, and you've played with pain in the past.
Yeah, absolutely. Now's the time. This is the last game of the season, and I'm sure if his older brothers, Justin and Zach, were out there, they'd be screaming at him to suck it up and just keep going. This is it. This is the last game of his high school career.
So much for compassion is what you're saying, right?
That's tough love. That's how it is down in Pickerington.
Sebastian Smith checks in. He's got 1 catch for 27 yards in this contest. 2 to either side, 1 back in the backfield. 2 seconds, 1 second. That'll do it for the quarter. They will not get off the next play in time. After 1 quarter, the Division I state championship game, St. Ignatius leading Pickerington Central 13-0. Let's pause now for these messages from your local station. You're listening to the OHSAA Radio Network, brought to you by Chocolate Milk.